Bruiser, a contemporary novel for young adults penned by Neal Shusterman and initially released in 2010 by Harper Teen, unfolds the tale of a teenage girl entangled in a romance with the enigmatic and brooding boy at her school, who, incidentally, possesses empathic abilities. Garnering popularity among adolescent readers, the book earned nominations for various awards. Neal Shusterman, a highly accomplished writer, boasts accolades from esteemed organizations like the American Library Association, showcasing his prowess not only in novel writing but also as a screenwriter. The protagonist of Bruiser is Brontë, a typical teenage girl excelling in academics and surrounded by a circle of friends. Her twin brother, Tennyson, assumes a protective role, being a revered lacrosse player at school. As Brontë embarks on the journey of dating, Tennyson becomes apprehensive, especially when she chooses Bruiser Rollins, the most perilous boy in school. Bruiser, an unpopular and exceedingly reserved figure, remains shrouded in mystery, earning him the title of most likely to get the death penalty from his peers. Uninterested in social events and sports, Brewster becomes an unexpected object of Bronte's affection, to the disbelief of those around them. When Brontë and Brewster commence dating, Tennyson's displeasure reaches its peak. Concerned for his sister's safety, he attempts to dissuade her from dating Brewster, but Brontë remains steadfast in her decision. Frustrated, Tennyson resorts to spying on their date, even contemplating crashing it if necessary. The date unfolds at a mini-golf park, with Tennyson and his girlfriend covertly following them. Witnessing the two together intensifies Tennyson's disapproval, leading him to confront Brewster and warn him to stay away from his sister. Brewster, intimidated by Tennyson, and Brontë, upset by her brother's interference, find themselves at odds. Tennyson fails to recognize the impropriety of his actions and insists on meddling in Bronte's choices. A few days later, spotting Brewster leaving school with his characteristic gloominess, Tennyson decides to tail him to uncover any potentially nefarious activities. However, to his surprise, he discovers that Brewster lives with an aggressive uncle, prompting Tennyson to question whether Brewster is truly as menacing as perceived. Meanwhile, Brontë persists in her relationship with Brewster, asserting that Tennyson has no right to intervene in her personal life. Their connection deepens as they go on a picnic, but the outing takes a turn for the worse when Brontë sprains her ankle. Aware that Tennyson might unjustly blame Brewster, Brontë is distressed. However, when Brewster touches her injured ankle, the pain miraculously dissipates, leaving Brontë puzzled. Surprisingly, Brewster begins limping in her place, a development that confounds Brontë. Suspecting that Brewster might possess special abilities, she scrutinizes him more closely, only to observe numerous cuts and bruises on his body. Concerned about potential abuse, Brontë, armed with information from Tennyson, confronts Brewster about his living conditions, specifically questioning if his uncle is abusive. Despite Brewster's denial, Brontë remains skeptical, persistently pressing him for the truth. Threatening to involve the police upon noticing additional marks on his body, she learns that Brewster and his brother face separation if their uncle's abuse is exposed, an outcome Brewster is unwilling to subject his younger sibling to. Though understanding Brewster's predicament, Brontë remains discontent. Tennyson, now worried about Brewster, takes it upon himself to shield him from harassment at school. One fateful day, Brewster, fed up with constant abuse, confronts his enraged uncle, retaliating for the first time. The altercation takes a dire turn when his uncle suffers a stroke. Faced with a moral dilemma, Brewster, an empath capable of absorbing others' pain and suffering, grapples with the choice of taking on his uncle's agony or walking away. Opting for the latter, Brewster returns only after his uncle's demise. Concerned neighbors, previously troubled by Brewster and his brother's situation, offer them refuge. Brontë, eventually persuading her parents to take in the boys, witnesses a transformation in their lives. Brewster's empathic abilities become apparent as the family experiences constant joy and relief from pain. However, the newfound harmony takes a toll on Brewster, who absorbs the emotional distress of Bronte's parents, now on the verge of divorce. Distraught by the unintended consequences, Brontë takes a walk to clear her mind. Unfortunately, she encounters an accident, hitting her head in the school swimming pool. Sensing her pain, Brewster rushes to her rescue, taking on her injury to ensure her survival. Tennyson deduces that by returning some of the absorbed pain to Brewster, there might be a chance for his recovery. As the family collectively confronts their emotional burdens, Brewster undergoes a full recovery, coinciding with Bronte's parents announcing their decision to divorce. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.